Once upon a time, in a village carved into the side of a misty mountain, lived a widow named Mara and her two daughters, Ilara and Kael. To Mara, Ilara was the sun. She brushed Ilara's hair with silver combs and fed her the cream from the top of the milk. But Kael was the shadow. She wore Ilara's threadbare hand-me-downs and ate the charred crusts left at the bottom of the pot. One winter, a great hunger gripped the mountain. Mara had only one small loaf of honey bread left. She didn't divide it. Instead, she whispered to Ilara, "Eat, my golden one, and grow strong. We will tell Kael the mice took it." Kael, watching from the cracks in the door, said nothing. She simply went into the woods and gathered bitter pine needles and frozen bark, brewing a thin gray broth to stay alive. When the spring thaw came, a spirit of the mountain appeared at their door, disguised as a starving traveler. Mara gave the traveler a cup of water, but hid Ilara behind her skirts, fearing the stranger would ask for their remaining grain. Ilara, pampered and soft, complained that the traveler's rags smelled of wet earth. Kael, used to the cold and the hunger, took her only bowl of bitter broth and pressed it into the traveler's hands. The spirit shed its disguise, glowing like fresh snow. "Love is not a treasure to be hoarded for one," the spirit declared, "but a seed that must be sown for all." With a wave of its hand, the spirit turned Kael's bitter broth into liquid gold, and her tattered clothes into silk that never wore thin. Mara and Ilara were left with their honey bread, which had turned to dry, tasteless stone. From that day on, Kael fed the village, but she never forgot the taste of the crusts. She taught her own children that a mother's heart is not a jar that runs empty, but a well that deepens the more you draw from it.